So what we're focusing on here as we're rowing those dumbbells up, we're really trying to roll our shoulders or pull our shoulders back to contract the lats on each side, okay? And then obviously you're going for a full stretch, allowing each dumbbell to drop all the way down before you alternate to the other arm, okay? So just really focus on full control and just syncing up the contraction on the top of the exercise. Alright, so with this pull down, you want to make sure you're keeping your chest up. Pulling down, you can see I'm leaning back just a very little bit. I'm actually aiming to pull the handles to the lower portion of my chest and focusing on keeping my elbows tucked in. Also notice when I stretch out to the top, I'm doing a complete stretch, but I'm still keeping my elbows slightly bent on top. And this is going to help stretch out the lats more and not the biceps as much. So T-bar one arm row for the back. Just making sure we're keeping our back flat by pushing our butt back, keeping our abs tight, knees are slightly bent on this movement. Also making sure that we're rowing up just under the chest to get those lats contracted, right guys? So variety is key. Just focus on the contraction. Results will follow. This is the bent over easy bar underhand grip row, okay? So you can see right here, I'm only bending over a little bit at my torso, just so that bar goes just above my kneecaps, guys. You don't want to bend over too much, okay? Because we're trying to focus on the upper back and basically the lats on this movement. And you can see right here, I'm just focusing on rolling my shoulders back to really intensify that contraction and really hit the muscle group that we're trying to hit, okay? So always focus on that form and contraction, and then you can increase the weight from there. So this is a great example of how to switch things up, okay? So this is me doing a one-arm barbell row instead of a dumbbell row, all right? And using a barbell tends to activate more of the balance muscles and stabilizer muscles in the lats and the wrist. So it's gonna create that variety factor to help build more muscle over time, okay? So like I said, I like switching things up at least once a month, incorporating new exercises like this into the mix. So just be creative and be innovative, and your body will always progress and never hit that plateau. So this exercise is great for the lower lats. Notice that I'm using a lat bar for this exercise, and my grip is actually about shoulder width apart, and I'm trying to keep my wrist straight throughout this movement and my chest up. That really helps with the contraction of the back. And then notice as I stretch that bar out, I'm allowing my upper torso to come forward just a little bit. That actually enhances the stretch. Just making sure keeping the lower back straight and that you're using a weight you can fully control is also extremely important with this movement. Use a slightly wider than shoulder width grip. You can see right here, knees are slightly bent. I'm completely horizontal. Lower back is flat, and then I'm doing a power row, pulling right under my chest, squeezing on top, and then allowing that barbell to come down and fully pause at the bottom on the floor. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit easier for the lower back as long as your lower back is flat and in a strong position throughout this exercise. So with these lat pull downs, we want to focus on the basic things without getting too complicated. So what we're trying to do with this is work the lat muscles. So we're trying to keep our chest lifted up throughout this movement. And as we pull down, the elbows will come to the sides of the body, okay? You can see right here, the focus is squeezing in the lats. It's not really trying to bring the bar down to the chest. Also notice when I stretch up to the top, I'm actually keeping my elbows still slightly bent, focusing on stretching my lats, but not stretching out my biceps, okay? So just keep those few things in mind and you'll really benefit from this exercise and feel it a lot more in the lats.